And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. We bring you AAA baseball from the Pacific Coast League. It's the Sugarland Space Cowboys and the Oklahoma City Comets. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. And towing the slab in this one, Bobby Miller. Base runner's tough to come by with this arm on the mound. Quite the strikeout to walk ratio he's posted this season, better than 4-1. That is elite control, and it usually leads to a whole lot of success when you can avoid beating yourself with walks. Obviously, you need to limit hits as well, but he's showing some high-level skills on the mound. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Taylor Trammell. And we're underway. The 0-1. And it's strike two. 9 per hour to finish that one. Let's check out the lineup. They're down near the bottom of the leaderboard in on-base percentage. The organizational brass would probably like to see a few more hitters in this lineup grind out some at-bats, try to get some ducks on the pond, and put together some big innings.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Circle change. Low outside. Two-seam fastball. Low outside.
And the pitch.
Curveball. Low middle.
0-2, rocks and fires. On the ground to third, Espinal. Whips it to first. Quick start this evening, 2 out in the top of the first.
The catcher, Cesar Salazar.
Bases are empty with 2 away. And here is Cesar Salazar.
Curveball. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
On 0-1, the delivery. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard liner, the first snag for the out. 3 up, 3 down here. Welcome back. And on the mound in this one, Brendan Walter. Here's the book on it. Better than 3 strikeouts per walk this season, and that's a great sign for his development. It's hard to move up the ladder when you're walking a ton of hitters, and it's hard to win a lot of games when you're clogging the bases. I'm sure they like seeing how he limits traffic on the base paths. This pitch popped up. And there's one away. And let's take a look at this lineup. This offense features a number of players with excellent contact hitting ability, and it's not surprising that they lead the league in batting average. That makes it really hard on opposing pitchers to get outs and keep them off the scoreboard. So digging in, Santiago Espinal. Now here's the 0-2. Center field. 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 44,
In the air to left. And it drops in. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Little flare into left, and if it had hung up a little longer, maybe the shortstop or left fielder makes a play on it. This one got down, though, and that's a base hit. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. At the plate, Alex Freeland. Swinging a high fly ball. Sailing towards left center field. Pretty deep, and it's off the wall! Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Pretty clear he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. It's a comebacker to the mound. And plenty of time to first. And that ends the inning. They leave 2 runners on base. We played 1 inning, no score. The Space Cowboys at the plate here in the second inning.
The first baseman, number 19,
Four-seam fastball.
Xavier
High outside.
Naya.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. That one was right down the middle. I have to think he took it because he's trying to get a better read on this arm. Strike 2.
Two-seam fastball. High outside.
Struck the batter out without a swing. Leadoff batter retired here in the second.
Two-seam fastball. High middle.
Chases a high fastball there.
Circle change. Low inside.
Liner to left. Hauls it in. 2 away. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Jaron Williams.
Circle change. Low middle.
And that drops in for a strike. With a changeup at 88 miles an hour, if you can keep a good enough velocity dip from the fastball, you'll have hitters guessing at just about every pitch. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Fouled off left side.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
0-2, here's the pitch. Here's a grounder right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Sirota.
The center fielder, Mike Sirota.
That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Swing and a miss late on that one. Strike 2. Ground ball up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it. And some cutting action, but misses down low. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Bottom half of the second inning. That one in the air to center field. Nice grab on the run. One down. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. The batter now, Matt Gorski, tearing it up at the plate recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Sirota leading off first with one away. Got it. Two gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Eliezer Alfonso.
On a line for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Back to the top of the order here. Next up, Jordan Thompson, 0 for 1. Ground ball left side. Fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They strand a pair. We'll move on to the third with no score. All set for the start of this inning. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Joseph Sullivan. Sullivan hitting in the 7-hole today, and he's knocked in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Swing and a miss at a 99-mile-per-hour pitch. That's an excellent fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he continues to locate it, that's an effective weapon. That one misses, and the count is 1-1. Foul ball there. 1-2, here's the pitch. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. That backdoor breaking ball for strike 3 was just mean. I think he must have given up on it early, and it's easy to understand why. It sure looked like it was going to miss off the outside edge. Nasty pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Slider, middle center.
Swings through that one for strike 1. That slider was cooking. Some serious action on that pitch early in this game. Swing and a miss. Chases that one in the dirt. And there's a ball.
Inside,
Great
ball
job
2.
to see change up out of the hand and lay off it. So 1 on now with 1 away. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Kellen Strong. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Top of the third, no score. This one in the air, center field. Sirota has a beat on it. Gets there, got it.
Two-seam fastball, low middle.
That one is absolutely pummeled. This one's pretty deep. Out of here. Blasted that one out of here. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0. A very efficient efficient homer in this spot. Got a juicy offering on the first pitch and didn't miss. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, C.J. Alexander. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. Fastball on the corner at the knees, and that's a strike. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. That's a very quick 0-2 on this hitter, and now you have to shift into protect mode. A lot of ways the pitcher can beat you here. There with plenty of time, inning over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. All set for the bottom of the 3rd. Digging in for the Comets, Santiago Espinal. Fly ball out to left field. Trammell on the move to the alley. 1 up, 1 down. Grounder up the middle. Handles. And beats it. Safe. Hitting isn't always pretty, but you'll take an infield single the same as you'll take a laser into the gap. He showed good hustle there to earn the base hit. So a man on. Alex Freeland now at the plate. Cracked a double the first time at bat. That one down the line. And foul ball. The 0-1 from the lefty. And that one fouled off. Gets him looking. And there's 2 away. Here's a chopper up the middle. Play made. That ends the inning. 1 runner left aboard. They trail here 2-0. Top of the 4th inning with the Space Cowboys at the dish.
The catcher, Cesar.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
First offering just misses.
4-seam fastball. Below middle.
Late with the swing there. Just can't catch up to the heat.
Below middle. 2-seam fastball. Low outside.
And now the 1-2. Can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this one. The leadoff hitter's happy he reached on the play. That error puts the pitcher in a tough spot to begin the inning. We'll see how he responds on the mound. And the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Nobody out and a runner at first. And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. That's a swing to be proud of for sure. Man, that ball was smoked 107 miles per hour off the bat. Clearly doing something right at the plate. at-bats over for a called strike. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. That's a hit. Coming to the plate. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate. And they take a 3-run lead. Nobody out, first and second here. And the next batter, Jaron Williams. And a base hit right there. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Safe at home. And they're up by 4. Comes through with the RBI. That's a swing every hitting coach and scout loves to see. Just a shot into the gap the other way. Hitters who can do that consistently usually have a ton of success. No outs and runners at first and third.
Ball in.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by at 99. Strikeout or double play. Either way, that would help the pitcher. Don't be choosy, but attack smartly and get yourself out of this bad spot. And the 1-2. Upstairs. I know he missed the zone, but that thing was hissing as it came home. Always fun seeing a pitcher break triple digits. Struck out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 out and 2 on. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Tommy Sacco Jr. In for a strike. 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by the bat. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. Hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch. Terrific catch to end the inning. Absolutely fearless. Saw the wall, didn't back down, held on to the ball. Welcome back. The Comets at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Late swing, fouled it off. Swings and lifts this one deep to left. Forget it. It's going to be long gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1. You knew right off the bat that ball was headed out of here. What a rocket. For a lot of hitters, that inside cutter can saw them off and break their bats. Pitcher might have been going for that, but the hitter was quick enough on the swing to barrel it up and send it out. Lifted in the air, right field. Strong under it, and makes the catch.
Now back.
Next up for the Comets, Matt Gorski. Went down on strikes the first time through. Grounder to third, Williams. Throw to first in time. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Grounder left side. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And now it's 4-1. We're ready for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Trammell.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Foul tip. Oh, that ran upstairs on our umpire and got him.
Slider. Low inside.
And here's the 0-2.
Two-seam fastball. High outside.
Swings through it for the K. And the leadoff hitter set down in the fifth.
Designated hitter, DJ
Two-seam fastball. Middle outside. Four-seam
One out
fastball.
and the base is empty.
Outside.
Ball one.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Comes up empty. Strike two.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. First two batters retired in the top of the fifth. Two away here. Nobody on. Now a chance for Cesar Salazar.
Nope. That's inside.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Swing, high fly ball to center field. And that'll do it. So they go quietly here. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Space Cowboys out in front, 4-1. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Comets batting.
The designated hitter, you're there. Come there.
On the ground to third. Gets it to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the fifth. Line drive. And base hit. So they get a runner on with a one-out single.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 24.
So up next, Charles Davalon. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Fly ball left field. Sullivan should have this one. Gets there. Got it. Out to short. Sacco. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. One runner left stranded, and they trail it 4-1. We're back here at the ballpark. Start of the sixth. Ben Gelman bringing you this one. And leading off, Xavier Nyans.
Curveball. Low.
Now pitching for the
Righty
Comets.
reliever out of the pen, Blake Trinan. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Nyans leading things off and takes a strike.
Low middle.
Ball.
That backdoor breaker was awfully close. I think he may go to it again later in the AB.
Ball. That's it.
Cutter. High middle.
To the right side. Out.
The bat, the second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
Sinker. Middle outside. Sinker. Low middle.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Grounds this one to the right side. It's through for a hit. And that's a one-out single. Nice job at the dish. He fell behind but held tough and got the hit. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder.
Ball, that's out.
Sinker. Low inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Foul ball left side, at least one more pitch.
Sweeper.
That
Ball
misses
two.
the zone. Now 2-2.
Sweeper.
Runner at first, one away. Got the batter swinging. Way out front for strike three. A bit unusual to see him swing so early. Typically uses the whole field, but a little jumpy in this spot.
Low middle.
To the right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. One runner left on base as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Damon Keith. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good shot to do damage. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. And foul ball. And a high fly out to center. There's one down.
Now batting, the center.
Let's break down how he's using his pitches in this one. So far, he's been spreading the love between his offerings, not spamming any one of them too much. He hasn't surrendered a whole lot of damage. We'll see if the lineup forces him to make an adjustment. Out to short. Sacco. That's an out. Two down now. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Noah Miller. It's a pop-up. Sacco settles underneath it and makes the catch. They go down in order. Top of the seventh here, Tommy Sacco Jr. digs in now.
Tommy
Sinker.
Sacco
Low middle.
0-1. Behind on that swing.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
That one finds the zone. And it's 0-2. This pitch popped up. One away.
Now batting, right fielder, Kellen Strong.
Sinker. Middle inside.
This one lifted to center field. Sirota moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Taylor Trammell.
Now at the dish, Taylor Trammell. And he blasted off for a two-run homer in the third inning. An early tone setter that helped them to this lead.
Sinker. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. What a sinker he's got. Tons of dive on that pitch. Usually a sinker is designed to get groundouts, but he gets batters to swing and miss at him. He thought that was a ball, and he'll challenge. And that one did miss. The strike is overturned. Still two challenges left for him.
Sinker. Low middle.
1-1 pitch now. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Sweeper.
2 outs, bases empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Time to stretch. The Cowboys with the lead, 4-1. Bottom of the 7th, Matt Gorski getting ready to hit. On the ground, picks it up. On the run, throw to first, but safe at first. And they start the frame with a leadoff infield single. So here in the 7th inning, he keeps the hitting streak going, and that's got to be a load off his mind. I'm sure he'd like to just focus on each individual at bat, but in the back of his head, I bet he was thinking about how to extend this excellent run. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brendan Walter won't go any further, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave them some length. Back with a new arm after this. So they turn things over to the righty, Jaden Murray. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Mid-South Electronic Credit Union. You can bank on them with your business. On the ground, right side, Matthews flips for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now back, the designated hitter, Jordan Thompson.
Hard liner. And there's a base hit. They fire it in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Off the schneid, now that the first hit is in the books, that can really weigh on a player when you struggle to get that first hit to open a season. Time to shake it off and move forward. Santiago Espinal will hit next. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. A laser into the outfield. And now 2 away. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Jaden Murray departs, and the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Tom Cosgrove. I'd expect the defense to be on their toes. He tends to pitch to contact, not as many strikeouts as a lot of relievers. Tying runs at the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Movement in the bullpen. Logan Van Way preparing to come on if needed. Foul ball, still 0-2. Tying run waits at the plate. Ground ball right side. And there's a hit. The tying run is aboard. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Next up for the Comets, Alex Freeland. Switch hitter batting righty against the lefty on the mound. This one is labeled. And that's a base hit. One run comes in. Another comes in to score. Runner around third. He's safe. They clear the bases. How about that? Clears the bases. This next at bat is going to be critical. The 0-1 offering. That one fouled off. All square at fourth. Hard hit to right center. Strong heading to the alley. And a base hit. The relay to second. Not in time. Runner safe as a run comes in and they take the lead. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. And one thing to notice here, he didn't fly open and overswing. Instead, he stayed back long enough to drive that one the opposite way. That's what made the double possible. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Tom Cosgrove. And now the center fielder, Mike Sirota. Already a homer for him in this one. Base hit. Relay throw to third. Safe. Not in time to get him. And it's first and third with two away. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Ground ball to first, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. Cranked out to right center. Sullivan moving under this one. And that's the third out. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 8th inning coming up next. Oklahoma City ahead in this game. 5-4. Welcome back. And a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Peter Hubeck. First appearance of the season. And now it's going to be C.J. Alexander. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one hammered but pulled foul. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Chopper to second. Freeland. 1 out. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. One out and the base is empty. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Xavier Nyans. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. Hot shot to third. To first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 8th. Matt Gorski now at the plate. Tang getting back to it out there. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. That one ripped out to left. That's back there. And it's gone. And they tap one on the board. It's 6-4. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing every mistake pitch he sees. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
To the top of the order we go. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Jordan Thompson. Excellent swing the last time up. A line drive single to center. On the ground to third. And plenty of time to first.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4.
Skies it to right field. Strong coming on this one. Gets there. Got it. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edgardo Henriquez. No such thing as an easy save, but he's got the right approach and attitude to thrive in these moments. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Bryce Matthews. That one into triple digits. Big-time velocity out of the bullpen. Pretty common these days. Next pitch, in for a strike. Out to center. That's pretty deep. And there's one away. Strike 2. Some serious velocity coming out of the pen, clearly. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. And on the mound, he got a little lucky with that location, but the cutter had just enough movement to get him to swing and miss for the strikeout. Some late action on that pitch. Sullivan in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top of the 9th. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Popped up to the left into foul ground. settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for joining us.